All right, y'all, here we go. So we got urgent breaking news. Right now, like as we speak, there are multiple reports coming in from across the state of Georgia. We are hearing about active violence, lockdowns, and possible coordinated gang conflicts inside multiple correctional facilities. This is not one prison, people. This is not one incident. This might be something a whole lot bigger. I want to be very clear before we go any further. Some of the information is developing, unconfirmed, and coming from inside sources. But when you start hearing the same patterns from different prisons at the same time, you cannot ignore it. What's being reported right now? Here's what is being reported. At Dooley State Prison, reports of a blood-on-blood conflict with certain housing units locked down. At Dodge State Prison, reports of facility-wide lockdown, possibly heightened security and helicopter presence. At Wilcox State Prison, reports that 2 high-ranking gang members were severely stabbed on their way to chow. At Smith State Prison, reports of emergency medical response, possibly multiple incidents requiring outside transport. If even half of this is true, bro, this is not random violence. This is organized. Now listen, I did time. I understand how prisons move. Violence inside prison does not just happen. There's always build-up, tension, politics, timing. And when you hear the same group turning on itself across multiple compounds, that's not normal. That's a shift in power. So now, Dooley State Prison has been known for tension. Open dorm environments, limited supervision. When something jumps off in a dorm, it spreads fast. So look, let me do this. I'm gonna call in. If I can't get inside the prison, I'm gonna get some people that can get some movement going on. Let's see what we got here. Dodge State Prison.
Yo.
Hey, I don't want you to say your name. I don't need for you to get no affiliation. I'm recording as we speak, but I need for you right now. I hear that it's a blood on blood war going on. Can you shed any light on that situation?
Well, I can't shed really. Well, I heard about it too, because when I called now, I got some folks in jail, and they was just like, man, that shit going bad. It's going out bad. So there has been a blood on blood war, and it's usually the East Coast versus the West Coast Bloods. So that include maybe the G-Shines and the Rolex might team up together, and it might be the West Coast gangs as far as the 20s and the 9-deuce Eaglewood Bloods. They might be going at it. That's pretty much how that shit go. So it's going to be the West Coast against the East Coast.
Do you have any idea why?
Or is it just bro? That shit be about power, bro. When they go at it, that shit be about power. It don't be nothing else. It might be the stupidest shit.
Yeah. And that just set it off.
It ain't no telling. Both of the big homies may wake up and say, I don't like them niggas. It's no telling.
It's popping off at, bro. It's popping off at Smith. It's popping off at Dooley. It's popping off at Wilcox. They just caught 2 on the yard at, it said Wilcox State Prison. 2 high-ranking gang members were severely stabbed up. And I was told that they are from, let me see what gang they from. I mean, not gang, but I guess they sit, I don't know, you'll help me with the verbiage. They're from, 1 second. 45 tailor-made blood members severely stabbed up on the walk on the way to chow at Wilcox.
That's the first one. That might be a line.
What's a line, bro?
So let's say you a gang member, right? Let's just say you a Crip. You rolling 60s, right?
Right.
And you in another state. they may give you when you get your shit officialized, they might give you a line, and they might give you a name. Hold on one second. Yeah, I have to hold on, let me see.
So you got, so now let's, okay, so now
Sergio, you got 2 up here.
you got prison. Let's see if we can.
Yo.
This is the part people don't understand.
Sergio.
When a game turns on itself, that's not chaos, bro. That's an internal war.
5.
So this could be leadership disputes, violations of code, money issues, outside influence spilling inside, generational shifts like young versus the old heads. It could be a number of things. And when that happens though, like across multiple prisons, that means communication is happening. It's not gonna end good, bro. All right, so I think he busy. I'm gonna hang up from him, and then I'm gonna call my other people. Let's see what we got here.
Yo.
Bro.
I'll listen.
All right, I'm recording. So this is what I got right now. So I'm being told that at Dooley State Prison, reports of a blood-on-blood conflict. At Dodge State Prison, it's a facility lockdown. At Wilcox, reports that 2 high-ranking gang members were severely stabbed, and they are from the 45 tailor-made blood. I don't know.
Roland.
Oh, okay. And then at Smith State Prison, reports of emergency medical response, possibly multiple incidents requiring outside transport. I have not said your name. I have not said anything, but I am recording. Can you add any light to this situation?
As far as what?
As far as from a civilian's perspective, how in the hell is a blood stabbing up a blood?
Because they might not be the same shit.
Okay.
Like you got east side blood and then you got west side blood. But you also have certain sets that's not under that don't how I say represent the 5-point star.
Okay.
Which is the original 5 sets of blood.
Gotcha.
So basically how it goes is if you're not under that original 5, then a lot of times they don't respect your set. So you got a lot of renegade sets what's been made up like damn near anybody can make the renegade. You just got to have enough numbers and then did enough shit where can't nobody do nothing to you. So now you is what you say you is.
Right.
So that's basically what goes on when it be blood on blood.
Gotcha. And just real quick, because I know you're busy, what's the difference between the West Coast blood and the East Coast blood?
Like, exactly what it means. You got the East Coast blood, and then you got West Coast blood. The West Coast blood would be Cali and all that, and then East Coast blood would be New York and wherever else it came, that shit originated at from the East Coast. So from the West Coast, a lot of West Coast sets originated from LA.
Gotcha.
And then you got the East Coast bloods where a lot of that shit came from New York. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if you're an East Coast blood, then you'll be repping the East side. If you're a West Coast blood, you'll be repping the West side. A lot there, people, I mean, you may not know, but it's enough civilians knowing what's East Coast and what's West Coast.
Gotcha. All right. So I ain't gonna talk your head off, but just hit me up when you get done later on. I know what you got going on. So I'm finna finish collecting intel, man. Maybe we can talk like when you get through.
All right, cool. I got you.
All right, so now let's talk about the part nobody is talking about. Families right now. Phones not being answered. No information, no updates. A mother right now doesn't know if her son is safe or alive. This is not just about games, folks. This is about understaffing, overcrowding, lack of supervision, delayed response times. When the system gets weak, the inmates create their own order. And that's exactly what's going on. When you have multiple stabbings at multiple institutions at the same time, this is an orchestrated hit. It's going down. Yeah, let's be real. You don't fix this with just lockdowns, folks. You fix this with proper staffing, real classification systems, separating active conflicts, mental health resources, accountability at every level. Lock their head down. Lock them down. If you lock them down, the chance of them unaliving each other, it increases dramatically. But right now, we're watching something unfold in real time. And whether the system admits it or not, something is happening inside those walls. But I want to say this clearly. Every man in there is still a human being. And every family on the outside deserves answers. I want to call somebody else, but I hadn't pre-screened them. Right now, and like I say, information is coming in. Information is coming in. Whew. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna try to get a live from one of these prisons because you got Dooley, you got Wilcox, and you got Smith. I need to get a lockdown, blood war, 3 helicopter. Oh man, it's not good, bro. Sanction the Georgia Department of Corrections for destroying video. All right, man. So we'll be back. I'm gonna try to get some. I want to get an exclusive from inside the joint, bro. I really kind of been staying away from that. We're gonna see, man. But right now, I'm out. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. We out.